So you're looking to start a YouTube channel or a Teachers Pay Teacher store, and you've been told you need a niche. And you're thinking, what is a niche? Do I need a niche? Short answer, yes, you need a niche. Coming up, we're going to talk about a way to find your niche and then take it a step further so that your niche is also profitable. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, my name is Lori-Ann, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. Here at It's All Primary, we talk teacher side hustles. And this is based on a request from a couple people asking about niches and do you need a niche to either have a teacher YouTube channel or when you're starting a Teachers Pay Teachers store. And honestly, the answer is yes. And I can say that from experience. So when I started my store back in 2019, I remember someone, or it might have been a video I watched, said, you need a niche. And I'm thinking, a niche? Isn't that an animal habitat? Right? But the short answer is a niche is a topic area that you are going to focus on. That's it. It's an area that you want to focus on. In essence, it's really you being you on either camera, such as for YouTube, or you being you in your Teachers Pay Teacher store, giving value to people with their products. Think of something that lights you up when you talk about it. And there's no one answer for this question. You could be interested in multiple things. I am. When I was going through this little exercise that I'm about to do with you, I took a notebook, or take your phone notes on your phone, and write down everything that you like to talk about. And that doesn't even necessarily have to be teacher related. That might be gardening. That might be books. That might be movies. That could be homeschooling. Just write down all the different things that you like to do and like to talk about. Oh, what is a topic of conversation when you are with your friends? Do you tend to gravitate towards one particular subject? If it's something you enjoy talking about, then write it down. Because one of the things when you are starting a YouTube channel or your TPT business, you want to focus at least a year, maybe longer, on this niche that you're going to choose. Now, once you've got that list, let's just say there's 8 to 10 things on it, and you go down through it. Look at each one and then think about the possible directions you could take that subject. Again, we're not picking anything just yet. All we're doing is we're taking notes, much like how you write a unit plan for school. You start with your subject and you think, what are the facts that I need to know? What are the tutorials I'm going to teach? What are the worksheets I'm going to need to get? What are the books that I'm going to use in this? Is there any way I can integrate this with another subject? Just like unit planning, write down all the things that you can use as part of that topic. For example, maybe one of the things on your list is gardening. Well, what you could do is you could talk about whether this is container gardening, whether these are succulents and the small plants, whether these are house plants, whether this is seasonal gardening, whether is it going to be vegetable gardening, flower gardening, right? Is it going to be tropical plants? See what I'm saying is look at all the different avenues of that subject and when you are writing things down. So maybe as you're writing all these things down, you suddenly realize, you know what, I don't really know enough about this particular subject, and I don't even know whether I'd want to talk about it for a year or two. Then just cross it off. No one needs to know. Let's just say that you are down to about five things, and you're still going, I have no idea which one to pick, or if I even want to pick these. Well, let's just stick with the topic of let's just pick one of them. For starters. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the profitability of each of those topics. Because when it comes down to it, the reason why you're either starting a YouTube channel or a Teachers Pay Teachers business is to bring value to people and make money. So you want to have a topic that is profitable. And honestly, I don't think YouTube is saturated. I think there are subjects on Teachers Pay Teachers that could be saturated. But if you're coming at a topic from your life experiences and your way of seeing things. It is fresh content, and people are interested in fresh content. So there's a couple ways we can look at whether your topic is profitable. Google, YouTube, Teachers Pay Teachers. They all have search bars that as you type into them, they will try and finish your sentence for you. Those are the things that people are looking for, right? You've got this great idea about container gardening, but are people looking for container gardening? Maybe they're looking for houseplants, not container gardening. So we're going to type this stuff in. Before you start typing into your search bars, go incognito. Open up a window incognito, because then Google is not anticipating based on your behaviors from the last several years on your computer or on your phone. Going incognito wipes the search clean. So you go into Google and you type in container gardening and look at the results. There's going to be millions of them. So now we need to break it down. So let's just say I am looking for container gardening. Will I type in container gardening? I might. But I might also say, what are the best pots for container gardening? There are two other free avenues to go. One of them is a website called Ubersuggest. And what you want to do is get their Chrome extension. You'll need to sign up for it, but they will give you 3 free searches a day. The other one is TubeBuddy. Now, I am an affiliate with TubeBuddy, so there's a link down below. You can use it if you want. TubeBuddy has helped me to no end with creating YouTube videos. And their extension, again, is free. There's a free component of it. You can get more things if you buy. I'll talk about that in another video. But to get you going, look at something like TubeBuddy to help you narrow down your searches. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to my computer and we're going to do a couple together. And we're going to go back to container gardening. If you are getting any value from this video, please give it a thumb up. Subscribe if you are looking for Teacher Side Hustle tutorials and information, because this is where it's at, right here. Okay, so here I am at the YouTube main area. And as you can see by looking at some of the videos, these are based on people I subscribe to, people's videos I watch, and we don't want that to sway any answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the URL and I'm going to go over to the 3 dots and it says New Incognito Window, and I'm going to click there. And now I've got this black screen. So now I'm going to go to YouTube and I'll get all sorts of videos that I would have no desire to watch show up. But that's what you want. You want it to be a clean slate on the searching. So let's go to our container gardening. So let's say, if I just say container, and as you can see, things come up. Container homes, container house, container gardening. Well, let's go there. And here are various container gardening videos. Now, if I go back to container gardening and just go on the other side of it and just move over one, you'll see all the different specific topics when it comes to container gardening. These are what people are searching for. So you've got container gardening ideas, container gardening vegetables for beginners, container gardening flowers, container gardening vegetables, container gardening fruit trees. I might come back to that one. Container gardening in Canada. So these are the topics that people are actually searching for. If you made the decision to pick container gardening as your niche, that just gave you at least 5 to 10 videos just to start your YouTube channel going. Even if you go into one of these container gardening ideas, you'll get different things. You can go back to you can go back up to container gardening ideas and see if they might even have something else. Creative ideas for garden decoration. Large container gardening. Click on one of them and then just move your little cursor over a little bit and you'll see even more topics regarding that. More specific, narrowed down topics regarding container gardening or whatever you want. Go over to Teachers Pay Teachers. We're still incognito. Let's just say you are interested in creating products for math integers. And right there, adding and subtracting integers, multiplying and dividing integer operations, subtracting integers. They will already start telling you what people are looking for, and that's what's important. Now, if you are still having trouble deciding with these two, let me just share with you Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest, it's a free keyword tool, but let's do container gardening. I really like this website for blogging, container gardening. Again, you will only get 3 when you're doing this without signing up. Okay, so they're saying here that there is, whoops, I'm going to move to keyword ideas on the left here. So they're telling you that each month there are 22,200 people searching. There's 22,200 searches on container gardening. But at least it tells you that people are in fact looking for container gardening. Now the other one which I'm going to elaborate more on next week is TubeBuddy. But it's just tubebuddy.com. But both of these have a Chrome store install that's free. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a playlist from the channel Think Media, because they have a playlist all about starting your YouTube channel, right from creating your name, setting up everything right at the very beginning, all those little things on Google/YouTube that you need to fill out. They've got it. No point in me reinventing the wheel. So I'll put that at the very end of this video. You can also check out last week's video, which was all about starting a YouTube channel. I had some good comments on that. And if you didn't get a chance to see it, I will put it right up there. So next week's YouTube video is all about how I use TubeBuddy to help me create videos. I do a lot of research before I even start filming a video so that I know that this video is what people are looking for. So that is next week. And on the weekend, I'm going to talk to you about some websites and some tools that have helped me a lot with my Teacher Pay Teacher business, and I hope that they might be helpful for you. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.